Hey coin lovers, welcome back to Top Branded Coins, the rarest and most valuable coins hiding in plain sight. Today, we're diving into a coin that every American has probably seen, but only a few truly understand. That's right, we're talking about the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter. It's not just a celebration of 200 years of American freedom, it could be your ticket to financial freedom too. Some rare era varieties of this coin have sold for tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and rumor has it, even up to $1 million. Stick with us to the very end because I'll show you exactly what to look for, how to spot the rare errors, and why your pocket change might be worth a fortune. You don't want to miss this. 1976 S Silver PR70 DCAM, sold for $18,400. 1976 DMS68, sold for $6,463. Off-center error MS65. Sold for $3,250, wrong planchet, 1C, sold for $9,200, double die obverse MS67, sold for $2,750, experimental planchet, sold for over $250,000, unconfirmed $1 million quarter. Rumors exist about one rare composition coin that sold privately for close to $1 million. How to increase your coin's value. Want to make sure your Bicentennial Quarter sells for top dollar? Follow these expert strategies. Do not clean your coin. Cleaning reduces value and numismatic appeal. Proper storage. Use coin flips, airtight capsules, or PCGS/NGC holders to protect your coin. Get it graded. High-quality coins should be graded by PCGS or NGC to prove authenticity. Take high-resolution photos. If selling online, clear pictures will attract serious buyers. Know the market, follow auctions and price guides to see what's trending in coin collecting. The history of the Bicentennial Quarter. Let's rewind to the early 1970s. America was preparing for its 200th birthday, the Bicentennial, celebrated in 1976. The U.S. Mint wanted to do something special. Instead of minting quarters dated 1975 and 1976 separately, they created a one-time commemorative design for both years, and dated them all 1776 to 1976. This quarter became part of a trio of special bicentennial coins, which also included the half-dollar and the dollar. These coins were different from the usual, both in design and intent. They were not just currency, they were a celebration of American heritage. How much is a 1976 Bicentennial Quarter worth? So, what makes one of these coins worth just 25 cents, and another worth over $100,000? The answer is, minting errors, special materials, and limited editions. Let's start with the basics. Regular circulation quarters, copper nickel clad, are usually worth face value unless in high uncirculated grades. Uncirculated coins, especially in MS65 or higher, can be worth $20 to $100. Proof Bicentennial Quarters, especially silver-clad proofs, can bring in $10 to $500 depending on condition. But the real treasures lie in the errors and rare varieties. Rare errors that make these coins worth thousands. Now let's talk about the real money. These are the rarest types of Bicentennial Quarters that collectors pay thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, for. Double die obverse, DDO, error. Look closely at the words, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. If you see doubling, thick letters or overlapping lines, you may be holding a double die obverse. White heavy checkmark. A high-grade DDO Bicentennial Quarter has sold for over $2,500 at auction. Off-center strikes. If your Bicentennial Quarter was struck off-center, it's a major error. The more off-center it is, without missing the date, the more it's worth. White heavy checkmark off-center Bicentennial Quarters have been sold for $1,000 to $3,500, depending on how dramatic the shift is. Wrong planchet error. Imagine a quarter that was accidentally struck on a nickel, penny, or foreign coin blank. These are extremely rare but confirmed examples exist. One Bicentennial Quarter struck on a 1-cent planchet sold for over $9,000. A 25-cent coin struck on a 40% silver planchet that shouldn't have been used in that series sold for more than $10,000. No mint mark errors. Most Philadelphia quarters have no mint mark, but error coins where the mint mark was completely missing due to a strike-through or die issue can be worth a small fortune. White heavy checkmark in 1976, D quarter missing its mint mark in MS67 condition sold for $3,200. Struck on silver planchet, wrong composition. While some 1976 bicentennial quarters were intentionally struck in 40% silver, a few were struck accidentally on silver planchets that weren't meant for circulation. White heavy checkmark. These coins can fetch $5,000 to $15,000 or more, especially if authenticated by PCGS or NGC. High-grade PCGS or NGC graded quarters. Only a tiny number of bicentennial quarters are graded MS68 or higher. These flawless coins are investment-grade rarities. White heavy checkmark in 1976 silver bicentennial quarter in PCGS PR70 DCAM, deep cameo proof, sold for $18,000 plus. White heavy checkmark and MS68 plus regular strike sold for more than $6,400 in auction. Experimental planchet quarters. These are among the rarest of the rare. Experimental strikes made with special materials for testing. Only a handful exist. Money bag. These have fetched up to $250,000 or more when confirmed authentic. How to identify these rare errors? If you want to find a valuable bicentennial quarter, you need to know what to look for. Here's a checklist. Magnifying glass tilted right. Use a 10x or 20x magnifying loupe to inspect, doubling on lettering or the date. Misaligned or off-center strikes. Planchet color and weight. Silver planchets will weigh more. Missing mint marks. Any unusual surface features or die cracks. Test tube silver planchets weigh around 5.75 grams, while clad quarters weigh about 5.67 grams. A small scale can make a big difference. Graduation cap. Get coins graded by PCGS or NGC for authentication. Slabbed and graded coins always sell for more. Real auction prices. Here are some jaw-dropping real auction prices of 1976 bicentennial quarters. Pocket change and old coin jars. Many people still unknowingly use these quarters in daily transactions. Shopping bags. Garage sales, estate sales, and flea markets. Some sellers don't know the true value of their coins. Briefcase. Bank rolls and coin roll hunting. Ask for quarter rolls from your bank. You never know what you'll find. Shopping cart. eBay and online auctions. Be careful of fakes. Always look for certified and graded coins. Magnifying glass tilted right. Coin shops and collectors groups. Network with other collectors to find rare varieties. Myths and mistakes to avoid. Be cautious. Just because a coin is old or looks strange doesn't mean it's rare. Prohibited. Don't fall for eBay listings claiming rare without certified grading. White heavy checkmark. Always compare your coin with verified auction examples and send it for authentication before getting too excited. And remember, cleaning your coin can actually decrease its value. What collectors look for in a 1976 bicentennial quarter. If you want to sell or buy one of these valuable quarters, make sure it meets these key factors. White heavy checkmark. High grade, MS65, MS70. Coins in uncirculated condition are far more valuable than worn-out ones. White heavy checkmark. Error varieties. Look for double die errors, off-center strikes, and wrong planchet errors. White heavy checkmark. Silver composition. The 40% silver versions are more sought after than the common copper-nickel clad. White heavy checkmark. Full drum lines and clear strike. On the drummer boy reverse, collectors want to see sharp, full drum lines without wear. White heavy checkmark. Certified by PCGS or NGC. Coins graded and authenticated by a top service will always fetch higher prices. Warning: avoid common mistakes. Many collectors lose money because they fall into these traps, overpaying for fake or overhyped coins. Always verify the seller's reputation before buying. Selling too soon. Rare coins increase in value over time, so waiting might get you more money. Ignoring weight and composition. A true silver bicentennial quarter should weigh 5.75 grams. Forgetting to check for errors. Many people overlook small details that make a big difference in value. Final thoughts and call to action. Fire. So there you have it. The 1976 bicentennial quarter might look like spare change, but it could actually be life-changing. From $25,000 double dies to $250,000 experimental errors, and maybe even $1 million mystery coin, these quarters are still out there waiting to be discovered. Money bag. Don't ignore the coins in your drawer, your pocket, or your change jar. Your hidden fortune might be hiding in plain sight. Backhand index pointing right. So what are you waiting for? Grab a magnifying glass, check your change, and start hunting for treasure. Megaphone. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to COINS CIRCULE, and tap the bell so you never miss a new video on rare and valuable coins. Speech balloon. Drop a comment below if you think you found one of these rare 1976 bicentennial treasures, and I might feature your coin in the next video. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. United States Money Bag.